Is it hard to make a character be an antagonist at first and end up in a enemies to friends to lovers, the protagonist? Antagonist is a very specific term. Like it's you either are talking about a villain or an antagonist, so I'm not sure. Because a villain is different than an antagonist. Because an antagonist is just a character whose role in the story is to get in the way of the main character's goals. So they're just a roadblock kind of character. They don't necessarily have to be evil.
Yeah.
Like
Someone's best friend could be the antagonist.
And likewise, a villain could play the romantic role for a character, but it would still follow the same story structure. It would just be a different like flavor, you know?
True.
It'd be like spicy ice cream. Spice cream.
Oh my god. Yeah, antagonist is not a villain, but a villain can be an antagonist. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That is how it be. Ironically, I hate kissing scenes despite liking wholesome romance stories. Does that mean I'm asexual? No. You can be asexual if you want.
Lots of asexual people love kissing scenes and spicy romances.
Some people just don't like it. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm just saying, like, you can be whatever you want. You can identify however you want how you see fit.
I personally am an asexual person who prefers wholesome romances to spicy romances.
And I'm an asexual who likes spicy romances and wholesome romances, and I don't want to see it either.
Yes.
I want it to fade to black.
Yes.
Most of the times.
I like a nice...
I like the sizzle, but once they're in the pot, I believe.
Get out of the pot. No thanks.
I like the tension and the foreplay aspects, but not the part where the bits and the raw chicken bits, right?
The raw chicken.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you have no experience with romance, how do you write a realish feeling romantic relationship? It's just a matter of studying like romantic relationships, because like even romance doesn't work the same way as it does in real life, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fictionalized, and romance is pretty easy because you just gotta have chemistry. I mean, I guess chemistry can be difficult, but for the most part, like, people will ship anything.
Am I silly for thinking that, like... Because, like, okay, your relationship with, like, your best friend ever can be similar to a romantic relationship. If that makes sense.
Sorry, I didn't pay attention.
Your relationship with, like, your best friend can be similar to a romantic relationship. Is that correct?
I think
it totally
no. Romance is different. Like we have the platonic friend. Like that's one aspect of a romance.
Yeah, because they should get along.
But... Yeah, like they can be each other's best friends, but that's not necessarily the case.
True.
Romance is more like melty.
Basically, like
the melted chocolate.
The formula for writing a romance is that you have characters who are put in a situation together that they it helps to make it hard to like walk away. Like sometimes it'll be like they're vying for the same thing. Like they both have the same goal. Or they both work together. You know, just something to get them in a situation together. They're both on this adventure to save the world. And then they get closer and closer, and start to form a relationship. There can be like bumps in the road, like you know, your main character has like trust issues, so like he can't get close to anyone, and you know, that throws a wrench into them getting closer and having romantic feelings for each other. Basically, through your whole thing, they should have chemistry. They should be attracted to each other, whether that's like in a romantic or like a sexual sense, depending on how spicy your story is. And then, you know, things get in their way that can try and stop the relationship, but their like love for each other wins out in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.